SoFi Technologies, a student loan and financial services provider, finally cleared the hurdle to become a national bank. And as a result, this stock, SoFi, which trades on the NASDAQ exchange, soared 13% today in a move that's unlike the current environment with anything regarding to do high growth or SPAC plays. And SoFi is both. SoFi traded as a SPAC, and its share price history has been quite volatile, starting from the pre-SPAC price of $10 a share, soaring all the way to $25 a share at its peak. 52-week high was $28, and then sort of coming back down to earth, down 40% to $14 before swinging back up and down and back up again. So kind of looks like a yo-yo roller coaster type situation here. And I mean, it's still near its lows. Like 52-week low is $12.02. So you can still get a good deal on these shares. Some analysts are saying, I think the average analyst expectation is even $22. So we're going to be talking about SoFi stock, what becoming a actual regulatory bank means, and whether you should buy SoFi Technologies at these prices. So yeah, stay tuned. My name's Adam. On this channel, I do financial stock videos as well as exposing my investments, my cryptocurrency, as well as how to save money where it counts. And if you're interested, check out the links down below in the description of the video, for example, to my free Discord chat where we have a pretty solid community there. And as well, I'd appreciate if you give this video a like and a thumbs up, trying to bring all the relevant and up-to-date news to you folks. So anyways, let's get right into this. So SoFi stock soars after cleaning final regulatory hurdle to become a bank. So San Francisco-based SoFi got approved from its two key regulators to become a bank holding company. I also want you to know that the major name behind SoFi is Chamath, and he's recently getting a lot of flack for his comments that he said about the Uyghur Muslim population. Just wanted to point that out for your information. This important step allows us to add to our broad suite of financial products and services to better be there for our members during the major financial moments of their lives and all the moments in between. Shares of the fintech spiked more than 16%. I believe in fintech. I own PaySafe shares. They're trading at about I think $3 a share or something like that. But I believe, and PaySafe is a UK based lending and iGaming product, but again in the fintech industry. I do believe in SoFi as well, and this is like about $11 billion stock. And I mean, you can read the news, but we'll go over some later updates. But I also found this interesting. SoFi can launch bank provided it doesn't touch crypto. So the student loan and financial service provider cannot engage in any crypto asset activities or services. So this is actually interesting as part of their regulatory stuff that they need to go through is they cannot touch cryptocurrencies. So yeah, it was $8.6 billion acquisition when it was a SPAC. So if I finished Tuesday trading just over $12 per share, down more than 8%. And they talk about et cetera, et cetera. SoFi Bank will hold $5.3 billion in total assets and $718 million in capital and provide local commercial-focused loans and deposit products that Golden Pacific offers. So basically what they did is they acquired a bank. The approval accounts for SoFi Bank, acquisition of Golden Pacific Bank, National Association, and FDIC insured national bank. So basically they acquired a bank that's in Utah and will be working out of there. And because now they have this approval to actually become a national bank, what this means is, of course, they'll have to hold a certain amount of deposits and be up for scrutiny of their papers, of their deposits, of their security measures, etc. And I mean, just look at the volume of SoFi Technologies. Like 181 million in one day compared to an average volume of 31 million. That's like, whoo, that's a lot of volume in one day. So, I mean, of course, you're going up by 13%. I believe in a normal time when SPAC deals are not the worst thing ever, this stock could have shot up by maybe, even $5, to be honest, be up like 50% or something like that. But because I think that there's such a negative sentiment towards SPACs, like for example, I mean, I just look at Skills. This is kind of like a gaming company. This was trading at $10 at one point. I mean, this was trading at like $43 for Christ's sake. It's down 87%. No one wants Skills stock now. Like, wow, and I'm an owner of Skills. This was also a SPAC deal. Can you imagine? $43 a share. I think SPACs are going to have a comeback sooner rather than later. And I mean, people are pretty interested in SoFi stock. A lot of retail investors have been holding. But yeah, just incredible volume. And I mean, they're actually growing quite nicely. This is one of the companies that I am considering even buying despite this upwards momentum here. Earnings per share negative $1.77 when your target $22. So of course we've seen people kind of hyping the stock up. I mean, this is a pretty big hurdle. And we're looking right now, current year, analysts expect, out of 5 analysts, they expect revenue to be around $1 billion and to grow 43% to $1.44 billion in 2022. And I think that they can easily reach this. And you have to know about the mission statement of SoFi if you want to invest. And so SoFi helps people achieve financial independence to realize their ambitions. Our products for borrowing, saving, spending, investing, and protecting give nearly 3 million members fast access to tools to get their money right, et cetera, et cetera. So, and here they talk about the deal. So basically, like I said, they're going to acquire Golden Pacific Bancorp and its wholly owned subsidiary, Golden Pacific Bank, and plans to contribute $750 million in capital and pursue its national digital business plan while maintaining their community bank business and footprint. So they currently have 3 physical branches right there. So what they're doing is they were mainly, of course, like an algorithm-driven fintech-based company, mainly operating online. But to be a national bank, they actually need this physical space, and so they finally clear that hurdle, which is like really, really exciting for SoFi. I just want to go over their Q3 2021 summary results. This was in November. This was their latest financial summary here, and this is like kind of impressive growth. You see Q3 of 2021, they had 96% growth. They added 377,000 new members, which is their second highest quarterly increase. So it seems like this thing is, growing pretty popular. I mean, like you look at from, Q3 of 2019. So in 2 years, they went from 864,000 members to close to 3 million members. That's like tremendous growth. And this is even 96% growth year over year compared to Q3 of 2020, where they had 1.5 million members. So, it's nice that they're growing quite rapidly. Momentum with 100% year over year growth for their products. This is just impressive. And if Galileo accounts, I'm not really sure what this is, but they reached 89 million accounts, which is 80% year over year growth. Lending and financial service products went up by 15% and 179% respectively. This is lending products, this is financial service products. And quarterly adjusted net revenue was 277 million. They don't say how much of an increase that is. And quarterly adjusted EBITDA was 10 million right there. So annual adjusted net revenue was 912 million. So not bad. And as we can see here, they also adjusted, what I like is that they adjusted their guidance upwards. So they exceeded adjusted net revenue and adjusted EBITDA Q3 2021 guidance. So they basically did a 9 to 13% beat. Adjusted net revenue was 277 million versus guidance of 245 to 255 million, representing a 9 to 13% beat, which is I think that's pretty cool. And Q4 guidance, we expect acceleration in growth with 272 to 282 million of adjusted net revenue, up 49 to 55% year over year. And this is kind of like what I like. Is they're definitely very much in the growth phase. The stock costs around $11 billion, and they're earning about $1 billion in revenue every year. So that's an 11 price to sales ratio, which is it's quite high, but considering that they're growing at 40%, it's, I think, definitely warranted. And I think the way that we're headed is to fintech type industries. So just look at it and you can dig deeper in the stock. But this is a fast growing company. I would say that they did clear this major regulatory hurdle, and I'm thinking that sure, it's $11 billion for a company that's earning only $1 billion in revenue, but again, the way that they're growing, I really like this company. I would consider even buying it a share, and I think $22 a share is a pretty reasonable estimate for SoFi stock at this time. Let me know what you think about SoFi stock. Again, I appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already to the channel, check out the links down below. Let me know if you've invested in SoFi and what price you plan on selling it. Check out my previous videos as well. If you want an easy 15% of cash with barely any risk, check out my previous video on Activision Blizzard. But yeah, take care. Love you all. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.